Hello cruising world, Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's been a while since I've done a video, my apologies. It's been pretty hectic here in California. You may or may not know I'm also a wedding DJ, Julie's also a wedding planner, and now that COVID's over, pretty much, fingers crossed, hopefully forever, weddings are starting up again. So it's got a bit crazy. I have 10 weddings in July, I got 13 in October, I got 7 or 8 in August and 7 or 8 in September. It's been crazy meeting people. All of a sudden, the world is coming back to life again. Isn't it a wonderful thing? You know what else is coming back? Cruises. This guy's going on a cruise in August. If you're on the breeze, August 2nd, me and my mate Glenn, we're going on a cruise together. Julie can't make it. What can you do? But she's done one more cruise than me, so now we're equal. Although her one extra cruise was 4 days, my one coming up was 5 days. So I got 1 day on her now. Anyway, let's get to the point, because I don't want to go on forever. I put together a little video. Now we're getting back into cruising again. If you've cruised a lot, you're going to know everything about what I'm going to say. But I put together, it was going to be 5 tips of things to do before you cruise. It ended up being 6, because I needed to do 6, because I couldn't wipe one out. I thought 5 was a nice round number. But 6 it is. So, 6 tips on what to do before we cruise again. Pretty obvious to most people, but if you're a fairly new cruiser or you want a refresher, have a gander. So here we go, 6 things. Watch this. All right, so let's get to it. I'm going to give you some suggestions on things to do before the ship sails, your ship sails. I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible. Firstly, know your ship. Well, how do you do that? Well, go to Carnival Explorer, go to Our Ships, and then once you click on that, you can see a link like this. It'll list all the ships I selected, Carnival Breeze, because that is the ship I'm going to be sailing on next, very, very soon, as you're about to see. So why is this really important? Well, you know, this is really a lot more for newer cruisers, because a lot of the experienced cruisers already know this. But just because you hear they have a certain restaurant on a Carnival ship doesn't mean it's on every ship. Just because they have a certain bar on Carnival ships doesn't mean it's on every ship. So by doing this, looking at the ship you're going to go on, you can go to this link and you can see what dining they have just by clicking that link, what activities, what bars, what's in the casino, what entertainment and all that good stuff. So it gives you a bit of, you know, set of expectation, as it were, of what to expect when you get on board. So I recommend take a look at what's on your ship before you go, so you know. Download the Hub app. This is vitally important that you do this if you have a smartphone. The app is going to look like this on your Play Store or Apple Store, whatever it's called on those Apple phones. Download it. Once you download it, you can actually enter the date of your cruise and everything, so you can get yourself a little countdown on your phone to add to the excitement. Oh look, I'm cruising on August the 2nd. Yes, I'm excited. Anyway, why is the Hub so important? Every time, every day, more and more gets added to this hub that's going to help your cruise. You can book shore excursions once you're on board from this hub. You don't have to go line up at the shore excursions desk. You can book restaurant reservations. You don't have to go to the maitre d' or the restaurants to make these reservations. You don't have to get in lines, is my point. You can go ahead and do it. There's a chat option. You can download, or you can not download, you can see the fun times on here. You can see everything that's be happening every day. You can save favorites. So there's so much information on the Breeze. You can order pizza from here. Soon, as I understand it, you'll be able to order Guy's Burger from here as well. So there's a lot of developments coming. I have a very involved video on this. I'll put a link to it in the comment field after this video is shown. If you want to know more about what the Hub does, go to that. But I strongly, strongly recommend you get it. I also recommend that you turn off mobile data before you sail, and that's a pretty obvious statement, but you'd be surprised how many people forget. So download the Hub. Should you buy the Cheers package? The 2 big questions people have on this: how much does it cost? Is it worth it depending on how much I drink? Well, give you an idea of the cost, that's what it's going to be. Why am I doing it in this video? Well, simply if you buy it in advance, it's 10% cheaper than buying it on board. That's how much it will cost you per day per person. Remember, if you have 2 people in the cabin over the age of drinking, as it were, you both have to purchase it. So that's one reason it's on there. How much do you have to drink to make it pay? This is a very rough guide, but in the Alchemy bar, 5 to 6 drinks, frozen drinks in any of the bars around the ship, the same, wine about the same. You know, wine is such a difficult one because you can have such a range on prices on wine. It's really hard to say. Shots 6 to 10 depending on the shots. Beer 7 to 10. It's for drinks $20 and under. So if you're 15 up to 15 a day. So if you're lucky enough to find a drink that's $19.99, you only got to drink 3. Anyway, I have a much more in-depth video on this, but that's just a rough guide to how many drinks you'd have to drink a day to make it pay. It may sound like a lot to you, but trust me, it isn't. Especially not if you're English. Anyway, moving on. Check the FAQs on Carnival's main site, especially if you're a newer cruiser. Go to Plan on the main page, click on FAQs by the arrow there, and then you'll come to this page where Know Before You Go, and you've got the different subject boxes underneath. You can click on any of those and it will help you. There's a ton of information on here. What can you not allow? What are you not allowed to bring on board? What can you bring on board? What travel documents do you need to bring? Etc, etc. There's so much. When you click on these links, there are tons of information that will come up. What is a liquor and beverage policy and all that good stuff. So if there's anything you're unsure of, this is a very good reference to go to. If there isn't an answer there, contact your PBP if you have one, contact your travel agent if you have one, they can help you with the answer. But a lot of the information you need is on these particular FAQs. So again, very easy to find. Go to the main site, go to Plan, click on FAQs. Check in ASAP. Why is this important? Well, if you don't care what time you get on board, it really isn't. But if you want to get on board as early as possible, it's really important you check in as soon as possible. If you're Diamond or Platinum or a Suite guest, or faster to the fun when they allow that, you'll be the first ones to get on. And then afterwards, it's basically in order of who checked in the first. So the earlier you check in, the quicker you will get on board. How do you check in? Well, you can check in through your hub on your phone, as check-in box at the bottom there, towards the bottom. Or if you go to your main login page on Carnival, you'll see on the bottom left next to my big blue arrow, there's a couple of boxes. It's kind of hard to see here, so I'll zoom in on that. And before you go, there's a date they give you for online check-in. There's also a date to complete your health assessment. So again, I can check in on July 17th for my cruise. That means I'll be one of the first ones on board. I am Diamond. I don't like to brag about it. I just cruise a lot. I don't act like I'm Diamond. I act like I'm one of the normal people, but I will be the first one on. Anyway, moving on. Don't overpack. Bit hypocritical for someone like me to say don't overpack, because I overpack more than anybody on the face of the planet. But if you're going on a 7-day cruise, you don't need 20 t-shirts. You get my drift. Pack what you need, not what you don't. If you're like me, you got to pick from all these. It's really hard, so I typically bring a few extras so I can be a bit flexible on the cruise. If you've got this many pairs of shoes that match them, I have to take some extras. I've got to be a bit flexible so I can adjust on the cruise. So it's a very hypocritical thing of me to say. If you're doing the airy chest contest, you're not sure what outfit you want to wear for that. This may be concerning to some. Those that have seen me, it's more concerning, but trust me, you have to see it to believe it. This is a typical set of luggage that we take on a cruise for 7 days. You don't want maybe a third of that. So don't overpack. Oh, and by the way, the luggage on the right is mine. The luggage on the left will be Julie's. We'll leave that one there. So just a very brief summary of a few ideas and suggestions of things. And this is really much more for newer cruisers, anybody that's experienced. If you're even still watching this video, I'll be surprised because you already know the answers to these. But hopefully this helps you if you're not used to, getting ready to go on a cruise. Back to you, suit guy. There you go. 6 things to do. Could have put so many more on there. I did hint towards putting all the stuff in there for the airy chest contest. I don't know if they're going to have them or not. I have my spies in the fun squad who I know are going to be on the breeze. Right, Michelle? Probably not watching this, but I know you're going to be on there. I've got Cookie as my cruise director, one of the greatest cruise directors in the fleet. Very, very excited. Maybe he'll share some of the money he won on Let's Make a Deal. Who knows? He won about 25 grand. Did you see that video? Anyways, nobody's more excited than me about going on a cruise, but as many of you are as excited as me as going on a cruise. So hopefully you are going on one soon. Hopefully you'll get to enjoy this normal life again and we can put this COVID stuff behind us. Whew, what a wonderful world that will be. Oh, let's sing a song. No singing. If you want to subscribe, please do. I am going to do a lot more videos coming up. again, it's been really, really crazy. But if you've got anything you'd like me to do a video on, if you're watching this, shoot me an email. If you've got any questions in general, contact information coming up after this. But I'd love some input on what sort of videos you'd like to see me do. Maybe you don't care. Don't know. Maybe I'll do a video on buying suits. I haven't bought one in so long because I've had no money. Now, we're working again. I've got my eye on one. It's newspapers. You can read the papers while you're sitting talking to me at the bar. And I found shoes where I have newspaper print on it and all. Wonderful, wonderful. Hopefully we'll get this. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Subscribe. Contact me if you have any questions. Hopefully that was helpful. Blah, 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 blah. If you're on the breeze on August 2nd, come and see me. I'll be at the Red Frog. What a wonderful see you later cruising world this is. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.